Hello, my name's Daryl Wildberg, and yes, I am a Jehovah's Witness in good standing. Although some of you apostates out there beg to differ with me, but it's okay. The first thing I'm going to address today is the shunning issue of Jehovah's Witnesses. Many apostates who were Jehovah's Witnesses, they're called ex-Jehovah's Witnesses, and they're all liars. Every single apostate that's an ex-Jehovah's Witness is a liar because they made two vows before Jehovah, and perhaps in front of thousands of people, that they would serve Jehovah and his earthly organization. And of course, we all know what happened with that. They're liars. But the issue of shunning, they claim that the Jehovah's Witnesses, because they shun, they tear apart families, and that's simply untrue. It's not the Jehovah's Witness doctrine that tears apart family, it's the individual who commits the gross sin and has to be disfellowshipped and then shunned. That's the one who's responsible. And even if it's an abuse victim, it still rests on that individual. Because, see, they're trying to blame Jehovah for what the action of one person did to them. But here's the issue. And I would like to read this from the New World Translation of the Holy Scriptures. And if you want to turn your Bibles to Matthew 10, we're going to consider 32 verses 32 through 38. 32 through 38. And it begins. Everyone then who acknowledges me before men, I will also acknowledge him before my Father who is in the heavens. But whoever disowns me before men, I will also disown him before my Father who is in the heavens. Do not think I came to bring peace to the earth. I came to bring not peace, but a sword. For I came to cause division, with a man against his father, with a daughter against her mother, and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. Indeed, a man's enemies will be those of his own household. Whoever has greater affection for father or mother than for me is not worthy of me. And whoever has greater affection for son or daughter than for me is not worthy of me. And whoever does not accept this torture stake and follow after me is not worthy of me. So you see, these individuals that are disfellowshipped or disassociate themselves, such as abuse victims, sexually abuse victims, they bring this stuff on themselves, not the abuse. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not claiming that the children are self-abused or that they invite abuse to themselves. That would be ridiculous. No, and they're crimes, and they should be reported to the police, and my brothers do. In fact, we agree with the reporting issue. It should be reported to the truth. Professor Holly Folk brings that out in her video. It's listed below. But here's the point, and it's found at 2 John 9 through 11. It says 2 John 9 through 11. And I'm going to read this. I'm not going to read it here, and if you see here, it's listed right here, but that's from the New World Translation of the Holy Scriptures. I'm going to read it from the New King James Version. 2 John 9 through 11. Whoever transgresses and does not abide in the doctrine of Christ does not have God. He who abides in the doctrine of Christ has both the Father and the Son. If anyone comes to you and does not bring this doctrine, do not receive him into your house, nor greet him. For he who greets him shares in his evil deeds. Now what's the gist here? What do we get out of that? Well, it's talking about if somebody leaves the truth. If you leave the truth, no matter for what reason, you are to be shunned. You see, whoever says a greeting to him would be a sharer in his wicked works, and whoever comes and does not bring this teaching, we're not supposed to bring him into our homes. So you see, shunning is biblical. So when somebody leaves the doctrines of the Jehovah's Witnesses, they leave the truth, they are to be shunned, and no court is going to overturn that. In fact, there's some cases in Canada and the United States where the courts refused to go on that level.